Good morning, everyone. Welcome today to this very needed and very important aspect of our lives where we are struggling with it all the time, isn't it? So, for us, attachment means love, love means attachment. But there is a difference because somewhere we have to understand that attachment and love, of course, it is connected. But it is important to learn to love, to care, and live without losing yourself. So we become so involved in what we think that we are offering as love because we are so attached. It may be to people, it may be to our work, it may be to money, it may be certain relationships. It may also be, where you stay. And it may also translate into what you own. And everything, the more we are attached to it, the more our energies are suppressing it or choking it. How? We may be choking their growth. We may be choking our growth. We may be choking ourselves and not realizing why this is happening. Correct? Because most of us grew up believing that attachment is love. So what are the things that we get attached to? Though I've already mentioned a few. We become attached to people, to relationships, to money, to success. We become attached to validation and we keep looking for it all the time. Look at the vacuum in us. We are not secure, so we keep looking for that validation. We become attached to routines. We don't want to leave them because that makes us feel that we are on the right track. Any deviation here and there can cause a big ruffle in your lives. We become attached to expectations. And when those expectations are not met, what happens? We go into depression, accusations, maybe helplessness, maybe frustrations, and many other aspects and judgments, of course. Right. But remember, all this is inside us. And we are only mirroring what we think we see from others or for others. We even become attached to our pain and old stories. We have seen in our lives and around us all the time that people keep coming back, with the same old story whenever they meet you, talking about the same hurt, talking about the same illness, because that expansion and exaggeration of what they have been through gives them a sense of security. And they're so attached to it that they're not realizing that that is their downfall. I remember when I was working in those days, there was a colleague of mine. She came from a humble background, but she had worked very, very hard to get where she was. And everybody admired her for that. So she felt that she would get more admiration if she would keep talking about her struggles, her big family, and how she has to live with, one meal a day, and how she had to do all that. She would go on and on and on every time, especially when she met somebody new. So this was her way of getting validation, of course, or admiration from the others, because then they would say, wow, you've really done well. We are so proud to know your story. We want to be like you. Hard work, etc., correct? But she was so attached to those stories that she didn't realize that people were just being kind and decent, listening to her. So one day I sat her down and I told her, I said, I have recorded as many times that you have spoken about it, to XYZ. And I played it back to her. That was the first time she was embarrassed. Not because I was making her embarrassed, but making her realize that she felt that if she kept talking about it, she would keep getting that validation. So, as I said, we are also attached to our pain and our stories. And somewhere along the way, we begin depending on these things for our emotional safety. So when life changes, we feel shaken. When challenges happen, we feel traumatized. And when certain circumstances hit us, we may either go in a shell or we may feel victimized. As we say, we feel shaken. When people change, we feel hurt very badly. Correct? Now, when things don't go our way, we feel anxious, rejected, or lost. We are not able to see the bigger picture, maybe. We are not able to see the brilliance, maybe. And we start blaming anybody and everybody, and maybe even life, the masters, the universe, everything that comes in our space. But life is not trying to punish us. Life is teaching us balance. Why? Because the soul brings different experiences into our life so that we can learn. Learn from those experiences, close certain chapters, forgive ourselves maybe for holding on, and then move on in our journey of life as it is meant to. We learn to see the difference. We learn to see the brilliance. We learn how to love without controlling. We learn how to care without over-sacrificing ourselves. Because remember, attachment with detachment is supposed to be viewed by you from the fulcrum level. For those who are new here, fulcrum level means that you are rising above your consciousness, maybe sitting on top of a ferry wheel and looking down at all the picture that is being shown to you when you see it there. Because when you're sitting on the, merry-go-round, I beg your pardon, not ferry wheel. When you're sitting on the merry-go-round, all you can see is the horse in front of you and the horse behind you. And everything else goes in a big whir, no swirling past. But when you're sitting at top of the fulcrum of that tent, of that merry-go-round, you can see the horses, you can see the people, you can see the surroundings, you can see beyond, you can see the other maybe shops and, what else is happening. So you're able to look at everything with detachment. So what is life teaching us? What is the soul wanting to teach us? How to care without over-sacrificing ourselves. How to enjoy life without becoming emotionally trapped by it. When I returned from Bangalore this week, I was telling everybody, what a wonderful time I had. All the people, we used to have such fun. We did this, we did that. And, a lot of things in the radical community itself. Because everybody took out that time to share a joyous time together. I'm sure they also have some good memories of it. And we did a lot of work. And everybody in Delhi started saying, that means you were happier in Bangalore. I said, no. The experience was great. I'm carrying that with me. It makes it easier for me to think, okay, I can go back and experience it again whenever I want to. Because the open flow of energy of love, camaraderie, absolute openness, there's no other word, was there amongst all. Right? That doesn't mean it is not there where I'm staying. But The experience was there for me to learn to enjoy those moments. And the moment I was at the airport, I was fine. I'm coming back home. So, how to enjoy life without becoming emotionally trapped by it. It also teaches that detachment does not mean becoming cold or disconnected. That's the normal thought we have. The biggest example of detachment but with attachment are doctors in hospitals. They see, I don't know, 30,000 people a day, and they listen to everybody very carefully when the head doctor is going around every room, every hospital room. And he's listening to the anguish and the pain of each and every person. But he's able to give individual comfort to all. He's not getting attached to them. He's working from detachment, attachment to his profession, and with detachment, listening to the patients. Same as with teachers. That's how they're supposed to operate. In a class of 30 students, or 40, I don't know how many there are these days, each one of them has to be treated equally. Some may be brighter, some may not be so bright. Some may be slow, some may be very quick. But a teacher has to dispense the knowledge with a kind of understanding that some may need a little more help, so be it, and some who will understand it, so be it. But the content that is to be shared may be equally done with the same love and warmth. Not as a cold, disconnected, okay, 2 plus 2 is 4, write it down, wrote in your books and submit it. No. Yeah? So detachment does not mean becoming cold or disconnected. It simply means I can love this deeply and still remain connected to myself. For example, you can love your children deeply without controlling every decision they make. If you allow them to be partners in decision making, sometimes for their own self, they may learn from it in terms of they may get some kind of hit on it, or they may be successful in it. You are giving them that independence to understand what it means to fall and rise, or rise and fall, or rise with humility. So if your child comes to you with an argument of something that he's saying, she's saying, don't try to talk them down. Maybe at the eye level, ask them, okay, what would you like to do? What is your suggestion? Even if it's about homework. You have been pestering them to do it and they don't do it because you are worried about their exams. You think you know it all, how it works. And you're operating, you think, out of love by saying, study, study, study. And the child is saying, I'll do it, I'll do it. How about asking the child, okay, fine, you're on your whatever, iPad or laptop or phone. When will you start? What time would you like to do it? You give me the choice. Let the child decide. And if it's not able to complete whatever is to be done for the next day, it's okay. You've made the choice. Let's go with it. Maybe he doesn't do very well that day, next day in school. But for him, the lesson is that I need to make choices and make decisions which I can honor for my own sake. Of course, he'll blame you. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you force me? No, because you're not going to be there when his life is shaping up, right? He has to shape up his own life. So you can love your children deeply without controlling every decision they make. You can desire financial abundance without making money your identity. We talked about money, I think yesterday. Wow. So you can desire financial abundance without making money your identity. How? I remember in Singapore, and I know my teacher is here today, my aqua teacher. When she came to start this aqua, aerobics in our condo, I think we were just about 2 people or maybe 3. Now, if she started thinking, that what's the point of me coming here? I'm only going to get maybe, whatever amount, which is hardly covering my my time in coming and going, and just a few pennies. But no, she was dedicated to the process, to imparting the knowledge of aqua aerobics to the students. And 3 became 4, 4 became 5, 5 became 10. Why? Because she was not making money her identity. Thank you, Renuka. Thank you for all you did. And then you can love your partner fully without losing your peace when they behave differently. Think of it. Attachment doesn't mean that everything will go the way you have been living life. And a pattern that you think that you have been able to create, which is very set, very nice, very good, suddenly there's a disruption. So you can still love your partner fully. Maybe he's not been promoted. Maybe, I'm sorry, he may have lost his job. Or maybe he's very, very stressed and he's not able to give you any time at all because of work pressures. You can still love him equally. And love doesn't mean just sitting and cuddling with each other. There are so many other forms of love. Maybe silence, maybe doing things, for him, which the moment he sees it and realizes, oh, you've done this for me, thanks. That's love. That's partnership. That's walking the journey of life together because your soul have decided to do it for each other. You can enjoy success without depending on constant validation. Your success is individual. It has nothing to do with anybody else, including in your family. As I said, and I keep repeating, that all of you, all of us, come with our individual stories. And even in the same family, if you notice, each one's behavior is different, responses are different, reactions are different, and the way to deal with life is different because each one has his own story. But as a consciousness, you all chose to come together as a family to experience commonly what will lead to your individual growths. And that includes detachment. All this, what I have told you till now, is what we may call attachment with awareness. Being aware. That is attachment with awareness. The attachment which is there will still exist. The love will still exist. The desire will still exist. But now you have started doing it with awareness. And once we have it with awareness, there is a consciousness that comes in. Let's call it the awareness consciousness that comes in. Awareness is with the logical mind when you're operating on planet Earth. Then there is the consciousness that comes in, awareness consciousness. And what does that teach you? It tells you and makes you understand to stop gripping life tightly, not trying to hold on to everything that you think will lead you to your fulfillment. What do? You begin flowing with life, right? And remember, the soul will continue to create these stories again and again until we understand. Peace does not come from controlling life. Peace comes from trusting yourself through life. The good, the bad, the ugly, the best. Everything. Okay? And that is the real spiritual lesson. To stay open-hearted while remaining inwardly free. To allow growth while allowing yourself not to be shackled by what you think are maybe the needs or rules or control. And that growth helps you and others to grow and fulfill each dream of theirs, fulfill yours, make you satisfied, make others satisfied. Let's take it a very small example and a world famous example of Sachin Tendulkar. As a youngster, he was, absolutely a batting phenomena which his brother saw. And he made sure that he follows that path, though his brother was also a cricketer. He made sure that everything is provided for him. Sachin Tendulkar is not educated. I'm not sure, pardon me, my knowledge may be less. Maybe I think he's done his schooling. His coach saw that. So everybody contributed to the growth of Sachin Tendulkar because they were open-hearted. Coach, I can understand. Brother, look at the family. No, don't we all tell us you have to study. You have to. If you want to grow big in life, you have to study. Things are changing and they changed for Sachin at that point. Look where he is today. He's a demigod for the whole of India. Right. I won't take other examples. I think that one example is enough because his parents did not stop. His mother and father did not think that what will the world think? My child is not educated. Things are not moving ahead in life. And in that attachment, if they had stopped him, first finish your education and then go forward, maybe things would have been the same. But look where he started at 15 or 14 or whatever his age was and where he is today. That is attachment with detachment. Okay? So let's learn today what we need to do with ourselves to make ourselves grow. In this aspect, understand deeply what we need to let go, what we need to forgive ourselves for, what we need to embrace so that our growth can happen. And we not only grow for ourselves, we grow for our family, we grow for our relationships, we grow for every aspect of life that is connected to us and are able to see everything with detachment. So this is a long recitation today. I will repeat each statement only twice. Okay? The download was too much. I could not stop it. So it is going to be repeated only twice, but the recording is there and you can listen to it anytime. And try to feel it. Try to sense it. Certain statements may not resonate with you, maybe, but just try and feel that part of you. See where you feel it in your body. Okay? Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Breathe in detachment. And breathe out all that you think you are attached to with love. Your version of love. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Return to normal breathing. Invoke your healing masters, healing guides, healing angels. your higher consciousness, radical consciousness, love consciousness, prosperity consciousness, your teachers, mentors, gurus, and guides. Seek their guidance, seek their support, seek their understanding, seek their blessings. And sense them standing all around you, the masters, blessing you today because they know today, if you are here, you are ready to be in acceptance of letting go of all that does not resonate with you, or releasing all that is holding you back from understanding the meaning of attachment with detachment as you journey in life, continuing to connect with the eternal consciousness and the primary source energy. Collect all your personal thoughts wherever they are in the universe. See them centering you, entering you. And when you feel centered, take another deep breath and maybe visualize or sense that you are bringing out the energy of attachment in front of you to be purified. Give it a shape, give it a color, give it a size, give it a form if you wish to, and see if you feel a change in it as we go through the recitation. Feel each statement today deeply. And now recite with me or after me. With soul's love, I forgive myself for believing I must control everything to feel safe. With soul's love, I forgive myself for believing that I must control everything to feel safe. With soul's love, I let go of the fear of losing people, opportunities, and outcomes. With soul's love, I let go of the fear of losing people, opportunities, and outcomes. With soul's love, I embrace the wisdom of loving deeply without losing myself. With soul's love, I embrace the wisdom of loving deeply without losing myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for attaching my worth to external validation. With soul's love, I forgive myself for attaching my worth to external validation. With soul's love, I let go of emotional dependency on how others behave towards me. With soul's love, I let go of emotional dependency on how others behave towards me. With soul's love, I embrace inner stability even when life changes around me. With soul's love, I embrace inner stability even when life changes around me. With soul's love, I forgive myself for trying to force timelines and outcomes. With soul's love, I forgive myself for trying to force timelines, and outcomes. With soul's love, I let go of resistance to uncertainty and divine timing. With soul's love, I let go of resistance to uncertainty and divine timing. With soul's love, I embrace trust in the unfolding journey of my soul. With soul's love, I embrace trust in the unfolding journey of my soul. With soul's love, I forgive myself for abandoning my peace to maintain relationships. With soul's love, I forgive myself for abandoning my peace to maintain relationships. With soul's love, I let go of the need to fix everyone's journey. With soul's love, I let go of my need to fix everyone's journey. With soul's love, I embrace compassionate connection with healthy, energetic boundaries. With soul's love, I embrace compassionate connection with healthy, energetic boundaries. With soul's love, I forgive myself for making money define my value. With soul's love, I forgive myself for making money define my value. With soul's love, I let go of fear around financial fluctuations. With soul's love, I let go of the fear around financial fluctuations. With soul's love, I embrace abundance without attachment to material identity. With soul's love, I embrace abundance without attachment to material identity. With soul's love, I forgive myself for clinging to old versions of myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for clinging to old versions of myself. With soul's love, I let go of the need to remain who I once was. With soul's love, I let go of the need to remain who I once was. With soul's love, I embrace growth, evolution, and conscious transformation. With soul's love, I embrace growth, evolution, and conscious transformation. With soul's love, I forgive myself for carrying emotional burdens that were never mine. With soul's love, I forgive myself for carrying emotional burdens that were never mine. With soul's love, I let go of guilt, over responsibility, and emotional heaviness. With soul's love, I let go of guilt, over responsibility, and emotional heaviness. With soul's love, I embrace emotional freedom with love and grace. With soul's love, I embrace emotional freedom with love and grace. With soul's love, I forgive myself for fearing endings and transitions. With soul's love, I forgive myself for fearing endings and transitions. With soul's love, I let go of the belief that endings diminish my soul. With soul's love, I let go of the belief that endings diminish my soul. With soul's love, I embrace the truth that every ending creates sacred space for new beginnings. With soul's love, I embrace the truth that every ending creates space for new beginnings. With soul's love, I forgive myself for seeking security outside myself. With soul's love, I forgive myself for seeking security outside myself. With soul's love, I let go of unhealthy attachment to approval and recognition. With soul's love, I let go of unhealthy attachment to approval and recognition. With soul's love, I embrace my connection with my higher self and divine wisdom. With soul's love, I embrace my connection with my higher self and divine wisdom. With soul's love, I forgive myself for resisting life's lessons. With soul's love, I forgive myself for resisting life's lessons. With soul's love, I let go of fear-based attachment and open myself to conscious love. With soul's love, I let go of fear-based attachment and open myself to conscious love. With soul's love, I embrace the feeling of living fully, loving openly, and surrendering peacefully. With soul's love, I embrace the freedom of living fully, loving openly, and surrendering peacefully. With soul's love, I embrace the freedom of living fully, loving openly, and surrendering peacefully. Now take a deep, slow breath in and exhale softly. Visualize yourself standing beside a flowing river. The river represents life. People, emotions, expectations, fears, and desires are flowing like leaves on the water. Some stay longer, some move away quickly, but you remain grounded, calm, safe, present, watching this river and the leaves as they flow by. And your higher consciousness is guiding you. Hear your higher consciousness saying to you, you are not here to control life. You are here to experience it. You are allowed to love deeply without losing your inner peace. You are allowed to desire abundance without fear. You are allowed to care without carrying everyone's burdens. You are safe even when life changes. Your soul is learning trust, surrender, and emotional freedom. Feel your body relaxing. Feel the grip of fear slowly loosening up. You no longer need to hold life so tightly. You are learning to flow. You are learning to trust. You are learning to remain connected to yourself no matter what changes around you. Now take another deep breath in and softly repeat within yourself, I release control. I choose peace. I trust the journey of my soul. I release control. I choose peace. I trust the journey of my soul. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, stomach. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in, trust. Breathe out, control. Breathe in, peace. Breathe out, fear. Now visualize a golden light coming in from your crown chakra, filling your heart, your nervous system with calmness. See this calmness traveling through your whole body. Every cell, every fiber, every muscle, every tissue, every organ, and every chakra. Feel yourself synchronized, aligned with this golden light. Feel yourself becoming lighter, softer, more free. And then take one final deep breath to retain it. And gently return to the present moment. Feel yourself grounded. Rub your palms together. Massage your scalp, your eyes, your face, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your body, your legs, your feet. And when you feel completely grounded, fulfilled, and back in the here and now, you can open your eyes. Thank you, Rajni. And yes, Sagari.
I would just like to share this was in my early days of Radical, and I heard about this neutral observer. So every morning before getting out of bed, I would artify my judgment and awaken the neutral observer in me. I just did it, just mechanically. There was no feeling, nothing. I was just doing it because I liked the idea of neutral observer. And then after a week, I was really watching the drama without getting into it. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. So I use that. I haven't felt the need to use it in a long time because I think I've internalized it. But whenever I need to, I just, if I get, say, irritated, anger, I just archive that and then awaken the neutral observer.
Yeah.
I've found that really, really helps me.
Absolutely.
So I just share it in this group. Yeah.
Thank you, Sagari. Yes, that is the ultimate, sort of achievement for ourselves to become neutral observers. And that neutral observer can only happen when you understand attachment with detachment. Yeah. So thank you for all the hearts that just popped up on my screen. I don't know who all sent it, but there were so many hearts at the same time. Thank you so much. It was absolutely beautiful. And yes, we have others also sharing their thoughts. And anybody else would also like to keep adding to it, please do. Yes, Manisha.
Actually, I'm husband.
Yes.
DN here. DN.
DN. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, ma'am, in fact, I wanted to request you to take another session on complete opposite of it, actually. You know, so what I mean to say is, I feel myself completely detached from everything, actually. And that love part, basically, sometimes I feel whether it is okay, it is not okay. And this is my dilemma, actually.
Okay.
See, I have been practicing the Buddhist philosophy for a long time now. And as per the Buddhist philosophy, every human being is independent on its own and he has to carry out the karma things on whatever he is destined to do, basically.
Yeah.
So I find myself that whatever is happening is somebody's money, it is his or her thing, basically.
Yes.
So why I should be getting involved in that thing? It is her way or his way of doing things.
Yeah.
So let it be like that, basically. Right? So my thing is, like, I would like to understand whether too much detachment is okay or not.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, this is my question, ma'am.
So you'll have this recording. Manisha will have the recording. I want you to just listen to it. Don't do the, as a meditation. Listen to
Okay.
it because you'll get a lot of answers in it. So when we are meditating, of course, it's going correct directly into our subconscious. But whatever has been raised today will also answer a lot of your questions. Listen to it
Okay.
like a news, okay? And see
Okay.
what you get out of it. Because when we start, as I said, when we start going spiritual, we start believing, okay, that's the only path. I have to be detached. Then what is love? And all these things don't matter. That's not the
Right.
point. If that
Right.
is the case, then Buddha would not have loved the mankind and wanted to spread abundance of knowledge. He would have
Hmm.
just gone off into the jungle and stayed there.
Hmm.
Right. So, I mean, because you talked of Buddhism, so I mentioned Buddha. So this being the point, and we believe sometimes that spirituality or being detached is the only way to achieve nirvana. But that is not the case, because anything cannot be done in excess. We know the saying, excess of everything is bad. So there has to be a balance that has to be maintained. As long as you are in the earth reality, there are certain roles and responsibilities that you have to fulfill. And fulfilling those roles may also mean to share your love, to share your nurturing, to share your care, not by saying that everything is fine, I'm okay, but I'm detached. Okay. So this is just an expression, and we can, of course, you can come back to me or write to me privately after
Okay.
listening to it, what you felt
Okay.
about it. Okay. Thank you
Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
so much for
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Somebody else wanted to talk. Who was it? Somebody else wanted
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I
Neetu?
also raised hand for that. Then I thought that there must be a shortage of time, so I
No,
should
we
not.
have to 11. We have time. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, while I was doing the recitations, that topic was really touching me. And while I was doing the recitations, I feel myself that I am very judgmental towards the things. That's why I am unable to detach.
Right.
So, so so there is a gap between attachment and detachment, and that is the judgmental, being judgmental for others. Probably I am right or I'm wrong. Just wanted to ask.
No, no, it may be right because it has come into your awareness. So your
Yes,
awareness consciousness has made you realize that you perhaps are judgmental. Correct. So work on your being judgmental with all I forgive myself and others for being judgmental, or I are five being, or I solve, resolve, dissolve being judgmental. What do you want to awaken? Awaken that part of you. So that you can work privately with yourself. Okay?
uh,
Yeah.
thank
Great.
you.
Yeah.
And some one question I also have from yesterday's recitation, that money recitation.
Yeah.
I slept. I don't know how I slept.
No problem. Because
So
there are only
shall
two.
I share it on your WhatsApp group?
Of course, anything related to recitations or consciousness, please share. No private or personal information. If you want to share that, do that privately, right? Because this is the
Okay.
field of
Yeah.
literally of the energy of radical.
You are in another zone right now,
Yes,
so that's
so
why I
in
called
that,
you.
if you have questions related to the affirmations or whatever
Yes.
you experience which you could not share on the
Yes.
platform, it's okay. You can share that. Or any other question that arises based on radical, not otherwise. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Ritu. Yeah. Anyone else having a question? This has been beautiful today, your participation. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Anyone else would like to say something?
Bina here.
Yes, Veena.
Thank you for this wonderful recitation.
Yeah.
Although I'm aware that I need to detach myself, at times it becomes difficult. Uh, you know,
Yeah.
I can't explain.
So I'll tell
Either
you
there
why.
is no.
I understand your story, Bina. I'll tell you why. Because there is a lot of, there's a lot of entanglement inside you regarding a lot of experiences that you have had in your life till now. And sadly, every experience that you have allowed to be in you has been kind of exaggerated further and further because you allowed only the negative part of it to keep sitting inside you. So as I have talked earlier also about the 17-second theory, any thought, any feeling, any emotion, if you allow it to remain inside you for more than 17 seconds, it becomes your reality. And when it becomes your reality, then you start energizing it. So if you suppose, I'm not saying you, anybody says, I have been wronged, and I keep it in my mind, and then I will constantly keep on energizing it by feeling I have been wronged, I have been wronged, I have been wronged, and circumstances magnetically will keep coming up in your space, which will keep making you feel I have been wronged. So it is up to us to change what we want to think, how we want to be, how we want to control, how we want to live, and how we want to progress further. Okay, so please listen to this recitation as many times. See if you feel any shift inside you. That is important. And once you feel the shift, stay with the shift. Stay with that shift and make that your reality. Otherwise, you'll be in a loop all the time. And that is painful for you and your growth. Okay? So do that.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Any affirmation that you would suggest?
This whole thing is
At
an
times.
affirmation. The whole recitation is affirmations. You can choose whichever one resonates the most in that with you and work with that. Or listen to the whole recitation every time, every single day for, I don't know, as long as you feel like. But you can choose the affirmations that are given there and make it, that, okay, I need to do this one more. You can do that. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, thank you so much, everyone. It has been overwhelming today. I think the topic was such for all of us. So, thank you very much. Have a great day and see you tomorrow for lucid reading. Bye bye.